Why isn't your online community engaging? You're going in, posting, interacting with people. You may have monthly themes. You're doing the things you think would be good to do, and yet you're not seeing the activity and the engagement that you're looking for. This is a pattern I've seen over and over again through the years with different Mighty Network hosts, and I've lived it myself. The answer is probably not something that you're looking at. I'm Marcia Chadley, an online community consultant and certified Mighty expert. You're looking for a specific kind of engagement and activity, and you're not seeing it. So you're thinking about, well, what other features should I try? What am I missing? Do I need different themes? Is there something I need to be doing differently? Maybe what you need to look at is what you're expecting to see. We're often assuming that what defines successful engagement in an online community is consistent, highly interactive members, all kinds of different people interacting there and people coming in constantly doing streaks and all these different things. And that's not necessarily the definition of a successful online community. In fact, that sounds more like a bunch of machines being highly productive than a group of human beings who are interacting in community and who have real lives outside that community. Your members have all kinds of other calls on their time. They may be caregivers. They may be on a trip. They may be having, maybe their kids have just started school. There are all kinds of other pulls on their time. So to assume that they can consistently be in your community and highly active in a way that you can see is not realistic. So if that's how you're defining success, that's going to be hard to meet. What works better is to actually take a look at what is happening and what is working. So I've had clients before that they would come to me and say, this just isn't working. I guess my kind of members don't want to be in community. They come in for the live calls and we do this other thing and it really works great. But then they don't answer the questions I'm putting out, and they're not doing this other thing I thought they would do. Maybe those aren't the things that your members need to be doing. They're doing the things that they can see are going to benefit them, and they're in there for a specific result. So your job as a host is to take a look at things like, okay, these are the results my members are looking for. This other things that they think are going to get them there. Are there other things I can help them understand will be meaningful and move them along their path? Or what can I do to lean into what is working? So let me tell you a really specific example in my network. I have a Mighty Network with a community of practice for Mighty Network hosts. We're all in there learning new ways to use Mighty Network's features, look at engagement, strategy, develop all the kinds of things to be more successful with our online community. And as I've been watching, the activity level has been really high around our monthly group call and the week right around there or so, and then it tapers off through the month. So the beginning of January, I thought, I know this is a great time. We can do all these good things to look at what happened in the past year, and I can improve our engagement so that it's more consistent through the month. So I spent a lot of time creating this step-by-step, little bit heavier than normal month to guide us through something I knew would be really beneficial for everybody, take a little bit more time than normal, and maybe bring people in to be active throughout the month. Well, nope. Didn't happen. I went through it. I got some great things out of it, and I think people got some pieces out of it. But really, they were on there for the live call. That was when they did their most interaction with what I was providing, was right around that live call. And then they had other things they needed to do. So in February, I stepped back to our normal monthly theme cadence, a little bit lighter weight, and watched what happened. Again, I saw the monthly call. Boy, that works really well. I have a weekly email. People look at that. Do they come in and do daily or weekly even streaks? Not usually. Although I can tell from the back end that people are coming in and reading, but they're not always interacting in there. That's not something that they're doing, especially toward the end of the month. And at this point, the light bulb went on. I'm like, I don't need to work against the flow of what's working for my Mighty Network hosts. I know they're busy people. They have other things they're doing. And honestly, if I think about my time, I'm really busy toward the end of the month because that's when I'm getting ready for the month ahead. My host could be doing something similar, or for some other reason, they really like being in there toward the beginning of the month. So I'm going to lean into that. I'm not going to create lots of group calls because that's not necessarily going to translate. One's working and all the rest are working. I'm going to leave the single call. That works well. And change what we're doing. I still want to get results. So my engagement is still geared toward getting results. It's not geared toward what I'm doing is not geared toward creating engagement. Okay, my engagement is in service of results. I'm not doing engagement just for the sake of good numbers. So changing around what I'm doing in the group call and what we're doing to the month created what I'm calling a design lab, where we're doing more case studies, where people are sharing things from in their network. We're all seeing real live examples and talking about real live ways of using features of Mighty Networks. And that provides real benefit and help to people. And then for the rest of the month, I have some lightweight questions and posts. I'm always there ready to help people. But once a week, I have a simple question kind of designed to check in. What are you doing? How are you continuing your exploration of our design lab topic this month? Do you have some questions and some ideas you could share? And that's working. What's working isn't that now all my engagement is steady through the month. It's not. It's still the same. It's highly concentrated around the first week or so of the month. But what's working is I can see that people are actually getting benefit out of the design labs. They're thinking about the topic that we're looking at, the case studies we've done, and making changes in their own network. Because I see people come back in and share, and I see them on the group calls. So now I know they're getting results. It's really easy for us as Mighty Network hosts or other online community hosts to think, I'm not doing a good job. I'm not doing this right if my activity isn't constant through the month or each month through the year. Your community members aren't machines. They're people. So it's not going to be constant all the time. So a little quiet, a little rest, a little step back is not necessarily a sign of failure. You need to go a little bit deeper. Think about who your members are, what results they're trying to get, and how you can help guide their interaction and their activity in a way that fits them, the results that they want to get, and you, because you matter too. What is your energy like? I know that when I have this more step back, not so heavy duty structure of the month, I'm feeling better. I'm not worried that people aren't responding to me because I'm not putting in a lot of extra questions that they really don't want to respond to. I'm tailoring what I do to where they're at. Now, the other thing to remember is you may figure out and something works for a while and then it doesn't because things change. Maybe it's a different time of year. Maybe things have changed in some other way in the person's personal life or in life in general, and you need to make adjustments again. The other thing that we get, the other trap that we get into as Mighty Network hosts is thinking, not only, even if we decide, okay, there's not one right way to do this, we're going to decide there's one right way for me to do this. And so once I've got that figured out, I'm all set to go. That's not the way it works. Communities are about people and real life and the relationship between all of that. And that is always fluid and flexible. So as a host, we need to be ready to adjust and workshop and change. I hope you have a lot of fun doing that in your network. If you've liked this video, please like the video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you'd like more help looking at your specific situation, I'm happy to talk to you in a free discovery call. Please look in the video description for more information.